ain't got shit on me, so you might as well let me go too.
We will eventually, but for now, you're gonna sit here and stew.
Happy feelings in the air.
YouTube family, what's going on? It's Lamont Tyson, Mr. Life Games, in the building to give you my episode 4 BMF review. Have y'all ever seen a black man get resurrected from the dead and cause the amount of damage Lamar, Black Joker, has been causing in this episode? This was all about him. And the title of the episode was Running on E, which is a metaphor for a lot of things. Lamar's ego is running on E. Meech and T are running on E with their products. The streets is running on E. And Meech and T is also running out of town on E. We're going to break this thing down and look at all the damage Lamar Black-ass Superman caused in this episode. If you're finding me for the first time, please subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so when I drop videos, you get them. There is a podcast for my channel called the Life Games Podcast. Download it. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and now the TikTok. Let's catch another piece of action from this episode that basically summarized the way things went down for the fellas, T and Meech.
You thought I'd forget that you shot a gun at me, huh? Nobody fires a shot at Lamar Silas and gets away with it, bitch. You wanna fuck with me, huh? And eat my shit, motherfucker. Eat up.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, in the very beginning, we catch the family at the hospital, all wondering what the hell is going on with Meech as they taking bullets out of his body. And lo and behold, guess who got them a master plan to show up at the hospital? Dr. Lamar. How would y'all love to see this face as your doctor as you're trying to get stuff done? And then Meech wake up from all the surgeries he's had, and he's got a rather large weapon in his bed. Of course, Southwest T looked out for his brother. This shooting was definitely the moment Southwest T was like, nah, I can't let go of my brother. Even though we have our fights, he's still my big brother and protector, but sometimes the roles reverse. And I got to get you up out of here, bro, before you know who come looking for your ass. Well, he got him out in the nick of time because there's Lamar coming in there with not a scalpel for surgery, but a bullet for the head. But too late, they had got Meech up out of there. Then Meech is whisked away to baby mama number one house, Lori's crib, where we get a chance to see Mickey meet up with them. And Lori's not having it, man. She is upset as hell. Who wouldn't be? Because she's got their kids there. But Meech needed somewhere to lay low. He's trying to get everything right. Mickey's letting him know what's going on with the streets. The fellas is upset with him, trying to leave him. And so T comes up with a great idea, get product moved in Lansing before they start moving it outside the states. Mickey didn't like it because Mickey thought he's number two, which I guess he kind of is, but he ain't. Because you're going to always listen to your family in most situations. And Meech is like, okay, go set up a meeting with Pat. T is like, nah, I don't get down with Pat. And even though he was supposed to go with Pat, he went with Boone just because he felt like he had the inside connection with Markeisha, and that's where his ass goes next. And Markeisha didn't exactly set him up, but she put T in the spot where Boone was going to be at that night, and that worked out. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we get the scene where the cops has got Lamar, and they also done brought in Meech. Now, what the hell I want to know is, where was the cops when Meech escaped? Last episode, they was escorting Meech to the hospital. Weren't they about to arrest them? What the hell happened then? But anyway, we get all up in here, and they basically trying to see which one of these dudes is going to blink first. And we know neither one of them is going to blink. And so without either one of them blinking, they got to let them go. But before they let them go, we all know Lamar ass should have been in a boy band. Boys to Men, Backstreet Boys, maybe Jackson 5, because his ass started doing this.
Happy feelings in the air.
Okay. And then after that, ladies and gentlemen, we keep on going with Lamar. The big girl that was getting towed up in the bathroom, big girls need love too. Well, she's back. I told y'all she was coming back. And she's up here and she's trying to service Lamar. She's telling him, I want you to wear this ass out. And boy, I mean, you're going to have to drink a whole lot of Gatorades to wear that ass out. Them a whole lot of hind parts, front parts, all kinds of parts. And Lamar can't get it up. I'm going to have to start calling him Low Jack Lamar because his jack ain't going up. It's staying mighty low. And you know, this hurts a man's confidence, ladies and gentlemen. If you didn't know, one of the things that really destroy our confidence is when we cannot get our low jack in the high jack. And so a lot of this is weighing on my man right now. But she told him, get your ass up out of here. And when you can get it up, that's when you can come back. His ego is scarred, ladies and gentlemen. She a big girl, and he can't get it up for her. Poor fella. Then we get on over here to the meeting with T and Boone. Y'all know if this would have had worked out, this was going to be a bad situation for T. He is not going to be able to stand here and watch this dude hit the girl I ain't going to say he in love with her, but he really, really like her. And even in this scene, Boone pops her on the butt and he makes a deal to give T 5 bricks, and then he runs over there and tell Markeisha what it is. If you was my girl, you wouldn't have to worry about nothing. And ladies and gentlemen, we get to the church scene. Got to be more careful. Why is Chuck sitting over there with ceiling fan woman, the Venus flytrap ceiling fan woman that lures men to her house to get you loose and fix her stuff and unclog pipes? And they say a prayer for Meech, and everybody get up in the church and start walking out because of what's happening to their community due to the stuff that's being put on the street by Meech and others. It ain't just Meech. But at the end of the day, I love that impassioned speech Lucille gave about folks doing wrong. Don't be calling me a hypocrite when you doing wrong. You can at least pray. And you know what? If you're supposed to be a child of God, you're supposed to pray to get the situation fixed up if that's what you're going to go with. But they didn't, and they walked out, and she told them about themselves. And then she had to go cock block. One more time, she had to jump in front of ceiling fan girl and say, Charles, it's time to take your ass home. You in here, you might not be physically sinning, but you're mentally sinning, and I ain't going to stand here and watch all this. She bust that stuff up. I think that they might be done with this kind of menagerie of Charles stepping out after this episode because of what happened with Meech and T. Post your comments, let me know what you think. We get on over here to some good old big booty Detroitism with Cash Doll, who is now scared. She's mad that Lamar is out and Meech wasn't around, didn't believe her, and she's worried about her kids and one of the kids she's got with Meech. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? She claims she can handle it, but we find out she's doing coke. She got coke in the drawer. She got some headache medicine in the drawer. Then she got bullets and guns, all kinds of stuff in the drawer. And Meech has several questions about what in the hell is you doing with all this stuff in your drawer, Cash Doll. So we'll see how that situation goes. But this is another diabolical situation. She's involved in all this mess too. And ladies and gentlemen, especially my ladies I'm talking to, I don't care what the situation is. A man is going to always want a nut. Look at how broke down one-armed Meech is laid out in the bed, pants all down around his ankles, laid in the bed, because he want them draws from Lori. And Lori was looking rather tasty in this episode. But he's getting ready to dip on her, and he's trying to put a plan together to take care of the kids. But we do our best thinking, ladies and gentlemen, after we get a nut. And that's exactly what she's giving him in this episode. This boy, arm don't work. He can barely move around. He just got out the hospital less than 24 hours ago and wasn't supposed to leave then, and is in here trying to get them draws in. So was Lamar with a colostomy bag hanging out of his ass. Ladies, don't underestimate the power of a nut. Then boom, he's in here with Southwest T, because T done pulled off a caper of meeting up at the assisted living home, which he had a ride going to the airport. He get the drugs from Boone, and Boone is telling him don't mess it up. All while Jen and Coach Cop is surveilling everything. And you got to be thinking, T, You gotta know that they watching your every single move. I mean, bro, what was you thinking? You were the one that we all kind of associate with being smart. And you know that right now the streets is hot. There's a drought. The cops is all over the place. Even Meech warned you. And you still try to pull this caper off. Then Lamar goes back to his cousin. The cousin that has necrophilia, loves to screw dead people. And he's telling his cousin, man, I ain't feeling myself. My confidence is down. I got this damn bag on me. And bruh, I can't get it up. Cousin is telling him, look, dude, you need to sit your ass down somewhere. You need to quit eating soul food. And you ain't supposed to have sex for 3 months. You need to take precautions so that you can heal. And Lamar's like, I ain't gonna let no grown man tell me when and where I need to have sex. And so that's when he gets into what's really bothering him. He's lost the streets. Meech has taken this boy's confidence. Meech has space in this man's head that even his bad singing won't get rid of. And cousin is telling him, well, get back out on them streets and take over what you love. Very next scene, that's what he does. He's like, oh, y'all 12th Street Negroes think y'all gonna team up with the 50 boys? Oh, nah. So he goes get some retribution on Big Boy that shot at him. And ladies and gentlemen, he whipped Big Boy pancake ass real bad, okay? Whipped him and then dropped the colostomy bag on him. Damn. All this is gonna do is put the streets on alert. We gotta worry about cops. We got to worry about bad drug dealings. And now we got to worry about Lamar, who's trying to take the streets back. But he wasn't going to be done with one 12th Street Negro. He goes over here and he got to get old Pretty Boy, who was about to get him some draws. Ladies, are you following the theme with this episode? He all in his smile and all in the mirror. And then when he closed the mirror and put it back, the ghost of the black Superman is standing there and whips his ass. Have y'all ever seen a man who was on his deathbed with a colostomy bag beat folks' ass the way Lamar was beating ass in this episode? I mean, damn, y'all ain't ashamed? Dude got a colostomy bag. He just crawled up out of a surgery bed himself, maybe no more than 72 hours ago, and y'all up here getting asses beat by Lamar. Post your comments, y'all. Y'all got to let me know about Lamar. And then White Denise gets caught by Coach Cop and Jen. Now, here's the question. Is she going to turn into Karen and crack, or is she going to stick to being a real G? I want to know what y'all think. But right now, she's worried about her son. She's a plant worker. She seems like she is going to be the wares that was cracked, but I believe she's not going to crack. But I want to know what y'all think. T go back over there to holler at Meech about everything that's going on and losing the drugs and all the stuff T did when Meech specifically asked him to go to Pat. He didn't do it. So right now, T is looking like an F up. But you know what? He did come to the rescue of his brother. You got to give him credit for that. And Meech is saying, bro, we got to go down south. He even mentions Atlanta in this exchange, and they make a plan to get ready to head on out of town. But ladies and gentlemen, we got one more Peter that need to be wedded, and that is the Peter of Southwest T. See how sex motivates men, ladies, all throughout this episode. This boy is almost on his deathbed. You got the police banging down on you. You got Lamar raining down on you, and you done lost Boom's drugs, which means you lost his money. But before he got to go and break it off in Boom's wife. And I got to admit, y'all, I did love this flash of Lala Anthony and everything on her that was plastic. It was looking good to me. Gives her a kiss. She tells him, you can come back whenever you want. Lynn and Coach Cop. Ladies and gentlemen, how long can Denise survive under the heavy weight of Coach Cop's bald ass head? Because they got her under pressure. He's smiling because he been told Jen, I told you, Southwest T was going to be next in line while his man Meech is down. And so now he get to drive again. But she giving him rules because she ain't with the cigarette smoke. And he keep blowing his funky ass breath on her, dragging smoke. And all she can do now is let him drive. For all y'all that's been mad at Chuck Daddy, you at least got to say he sent the boys off with money. This was a good moment for him, but I also think he was kind of feeling relieved that he sent the boys off because now he possibly don't got to worry about the drug game. But he gave the boys some money and said, you two stick together no matter what. So for all the animosity he's had toward Meech, you saw 2 times in this episode where he had a soft spot for Meech. One, in the beginning at the hospital when his boy survived, and now that him and T is going to do this thing together and get away from the family. Post your comments if you think somebody's going to come after the family while they're gone. And then on the way out, black-ass Superman Lamar show up in the damn Scooby-Doo blue Jeep trying to ram them off the streets, looking crazy as hell, almost looking like the daddy from Good Times. But they're able to shake him. Then they show you the highway sign, 75 north, 75 south, and they make it look like they're going north, but ladies and gentlemen, there ain't much more north you can go than Detroit. They are headed south to Atlanta. Post your comments on where you think they're going to go. Are they going to Atlanta? Of course, they're going to have to pass through Toledo, but I think that's en route to Atlanta. Let me know what you think. Come check us out as we go live Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Be sure to download the podcast. Follow me on Instagram. Like my videos, share them. And until that next Sexy as Hell video, we'll see you.